Yeah, guys, it's gonna be awesome. I can't wait. Hey, how's it going?
I believe I'm here. Banks, a pleasure.
Prepare for battle.
Yeah.
Wonderful. The
I
oil
just want
just
you to
like
start your day off right, Kyle, which is why I'll also agree with you. I'm also saying that this Navi lineup is looking good. Although I will say that the one thing that they do have going for them, despite the fact that they don't really have anyone who can stand in front of towers, is I think that Spirit are going to be scared to come to have this team fight opening with the Siren. Granted, she usually does not want to have to show up to these fights, but if she starts out with a song, you get the disruptor on top of it. I feel like Spirit aren't going to be able to push quickly enough, but we'll have to see as this laning phase unfolds with hopefully lyrical
30 seconds.
play. Are you
battle.
here now?
I'm here. Oh God!
Please
oh,
don't
God.
make me solo cast. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, I realized that I just had push to talk on again. I should stop playing Dota. That's the big problem that keeps on happening. I'm just like,
fool.
why is everybody talking over me? I thought I was talking. How's you doing? How you doing?
I'm doing good. I find your input very valuable. I would never talk over you.
I was so concerned. Oh man, Duracio's getting in there. Yeah, I was pretty excited about this one. I think that is Duracio dead? The Nature's Grasp done. NaVi not wanting to chase down the Ricky. Said they're going to be able to come over to the side, pick up the other bounty rune. Ooh, just number. And that does look like it was just bounty runes. Like maybe one of the ones up top got denied out there.
Yeah, I believe that was the case. Guessing Elias probably the talent. And Immersion moves up to the top lane already. There's been a great deal of forest clearing on this top lane. It's kind of difficult to lane Protector for this reason because oftentimes the supports can just run into the trees and the Tree Protector's like, well, if you have to Firefly, please be as careful as possible. But it seems like NaVi already one step ahead of the game. Crystallizes this Quelling Blade is just destroying the opening that Immersion would like to take with its Train Protector.
Yeah, it's super frustrating to play against this. And he still can be a bit of a bully, and with Afterlife, Mr. Old A, for anybody out there that's not in the know, you know, this does feel like with some levels, they can maybe put some extra aggro onto this Naga Siren. We'll have to see how that works out as Immersion will be pushed back, Crystallize, pulling the creep wave back behind the tower, and she find it. But yeah, I liked what you said about like the Naga Siren disruptor, particularly later on in this game. If he's ever able to get to that point where like save up pennies and, you know, open up a trust fund or something and try and get himself into an Aghanim Scepter, life's gonna be tough.
Yeah, I'm curious how much he's going to get out of this laning phase, though, because Naga Siren is going to be fine. With the mirror image being able to push off however many sticky napalm stacks there are, then she's not really going to have too much to be concerned. But having to lane up against a Disruptor and Treant is incredibly unpleasant, as we actually have First Blood Transpire in the bot lane. Misha kills off the Witch Doctor. Yeah, so I'm not gonna hold my breath that the Disruptor is gonna get super farmed. It's more gonna be on Crystallize to hopefully farm unimpeded, and then the rest of her team can just follow up afterwards.
Okay. Our eyes on that for sure, as talking about Ilias and Chris trying to deal with a little aggro the Nature's Grasp we get. Not quite able to click there. But guess what? He's got Thunder Strikes. Just bought a bunch of mangoes. And he's going to make life hell. God, playing against Disrupt. So freaking bad.
This is an irritating lane around. The only one that I'm not irritated by is his mid lane. Much like Harry Freak was kind of skeptical about how this Nature's Prophet versus Templar Assassin matchup goes. Magical's getting plenty of denies, which is nice. Obviously, because of the Treants, he's got the Buckler, he's got the Blightstone. It's overall pretty easy for him to like get some damage out early on. He's in fact like sitting on 2 skill points. There's an opportunity for a teleportation, then I'm sure he'll go for the gank. But yeah, I don't know how many of these creeps are Treants and I don't know how many of the denies are Treants, so I can't really keep track of how this lane is going. I imagine I just have to go off net worth, in which case it's neck and neck right now. But yeah, I've never really seen this mid lane before.
Well, it's interesting because, you know, I think Kyle was saying like I don't expect to see the Prophet going against the TA, which I was agreeing with as well, but then you pick this Bat Rider on Spirit, and at that point it's like, well, Nature's Prophet can't go top anymore, like, because he would just get completely rolled over by Afterlife, as he wasn't quite able to get that courier kill, and in fact, because he was going for the courier kill, he almost is going to go down to this one. 6 HP at the end. He's managed to live through it, and Ilias is now going to take a couple of punches there from Immersion. But yeah, so that to me felt like it was part of the reason why this is the matchup that they've got. And well, the rotation comes over for Magical. Fairy Fire one time tries to stay alive, but it is not going to happen. Yay, making up for lost ground.
Yep, Oracle. He's level 3, which is a marked difference from Disruptor, as Ilias is still struggling to hit his level 2 right now. I imagine if he was level 2, he may have been able to pick up that kill on the Bat Rider, but at the minimum, he does send Bat Rider back to base, and Old Day is returned now to block this camp, and the bullying will hopefully continue. But man, Ilias, yeah, Disruptor's not the kind of hero that you can afford to get so far behind in levels, because he's not very quick. You can't really show up to ganks. You can't really start ganks unless you have like at least a minimum of level 3.
Yeah, is still a ways away from that. Getting level 2 now, gonna hold on to that point probably. And this is the thing that's scary now about like Immersion, who's gotten a good start, is that if he steps out here too far, Ilias is probably just gonna die. So can't contest for the bounty runes. Mr. Afterlife himself able to pick up that one. They're still gonna hold on to the other one and maybe leave, but looks like it's gonna get denied out by a Treant. Nice play there by the
I dig that.
Yeah, one of the advantages of sending Prophet mid is kind of the same reason why we used to see Forge Spirits be like a long time ago, the incredible asset for Invokers mid, is being able to deny out the side runes, being able to some bounty runes. Obviously you would teleport for them, but it's kind of an investment now that TP scrolls are so much, because you'll use your spell to get to it, and then you basically spend 90 gold getting back to the land.
While there, that'll that way. But you do see that having that point up and teleport now, if there is an opportunity on one of these other lanes, Team Spirit need to be a little bit more wary at this point. You're about to have level 6 on Nature's Prophet. Can make that rotation with the catapult as well if you wanted to. There is a bit of an action going on up top as Immersion has made this rotation as well. Big old Wrath of Nature come down with the Maledict ticket should be enough to take down Duraccio. And now the rotation coming from Magical, just like we were talking about. They catch Immersion, can't walk through those trees. Now they're going to try and pressure it down a little bit on this tower. Maybe Magical just has...
Yeah, I don't think you can afford to leave mid alone for long. Nice work, though. If they had a siege creep wave down bot, then maybe they would have continued pursuing it, but he needs to defend against his own mid tier 1 against siege creep. I don't know how quickly Magical's going to be able to go from lane to lane, because, again, like, openings like that were kind of set up by Treant Protector thinking that he could go aggressive. Immersion ended up TPing to the bot lane, and Duraccio started going aggressive. I imagine that the way you're going to be playing this Nature's Prophet is more counter-initiation than actual initiation, just because you can't leave this Templar Assassin alone for long.
Net taken early up top by Crystallize, and well, Afterlife just goes over the cliff and Crystallize can't get in range. So a little bit maybe of a misplay there by Ilias. Could have gotten that kinetic field drop down closer to the edge, so Bat Rider couldn't walk away. But regardless, Crystallize now going to try and get a little bit of extra chip damage onto this tower. Going to even tank through some power shots here, keep this catapult alive. It's getting lower, but it's going to be the end of it there.
Yeah, but they have vision of TA now. Ilias posts up a ward, and actually that Wrath of Nature bouncing into her and stealing some of her camps actually proves that they do have vision, but it was worth it to be able to get the kill on Afterlife as that Bat Rider, and now Immersion's going to have to help defend this. Thankfully, the Siege Creep did end up dying, so it's not going to take too much damage. As a Treant Protector, always feels incredibly bad whenever you lose tier 1 towers super early on, because you're like, just hold on until I hit level 5. I have enough points in living armor, we can keep these towers up forever, but pushes happen before 10 minutes, you don't have enough points to keep the towers alive.
Yeah, well, and you can see the strength of being able to just keep that pressure on lane. Magical can't fully commit to one of these other towers, and it's giving him that space. Aragon back towards mid, gonna try and clear through these around. Head back to the jungle if he so desires. Down here towards the bottom, they do find actually get the root onto Slayer. So well played there. Managed to throw out a Maledict onto the Riki. Are they really gonna a little bit of tempted fate by throwing out that Nature's Prophet teleport?
Both Blink Strike charges. I'm a little bit surprised that Dyrachyo does not end up pursuing that, but it's just... It's
not for the likes of you.
Likely that they're gonna wait one more minute and then you're really gonna start seeing stuff pop off, because Magical will gladly rotate for an outpost fight, seeing as though he has 3 points in teleportation. Now, Wrath of Nature's online, and I don't think a Templar is going to show to an outpost fight unless it's your own.
Oh, nice glimpse there from Ilias. I don't know if it's going to be enough to keep him alive. Does actually have raindrops, so that might be enough there with the salve afterwards. No, right click comes through, and he is dead. Immersion took a punch there. Oh, but he's able to get through.
Yeah, he just walks right through. Meanwhile, yet again, bot lane things popping off. Dyrachyo, will he be able to kill off Pasha?
Now juke. He's got a vision there from Pasha, trying to back away. Blink strike, swashbuckle, and he gets the finish. Thought so.
Yo, but it was 17% chance. It was a 17% chance he may have not been done so. Yeah, he goes down, and looks like both outposts are going to go the way of Radiant, as Nature's Prophet threatening to teleport up top, just in case Crystallize got fresh with a fight, but it seems like they're not going to be able to show up in time, and both outposts go the way of, as well as for the bounty runes. Wow, so Spirit definitely keeping their eye on these objectives much more closer than NaVi.
5-5. They've got a scary lineup if they can get off the ground and start to roll around here. Particularly Dyrachyo with treads done, double Wraith Bands, getting towards a Diffusal Blade as well. That could be kind of curtains for a lot of these NaVi heroes if they're not careful. Chase in for the jump in. Pasha, they didn't quite hit there with the silence actually. And BO3 is going to keep Riki from taking much more damage, along with that tree armor. I'll be able to force back for the slight aggression that was coming from Team Spirit bottom.
The game progresses, the Pango's gonna have a tougher and tougher time bullying. Oh, another root onto the Riki, and he blinks in. Connection lands. What a cute combo.
Oh, you're dead.
We see so much. The Grimstroke and the Lich being able to put their buffs on these gap closing heroes. Ember, PA, or Riki. I feel like I don't see allied Fortune Ends frequently enough, and Misha and Dyrachyo definitely showing the power of that combination.
Yeah, and that's one of the issues that Riki sort of has, is like, you know, for Diffusal Blade, keeping people in his zone of attack. Right. But if you can do that just naturally with one other hero, man, this dude does a ton of freaking damage.
And as it is, he's already kind of be quite irritating for the Pango, because he's one of the few melee heroes that can technically deal physical damage, as Magical ends up going down to a rotation. Or no, wait, what was that, just Afterlife?
No, the Oracle came in too, but it was, I mean, he was doing a ton of, he would have killed him with, it was just him.
The rest of his team was smoking up and trying to get bot, but...
Silence, run in, Song of the Siren. They are giving all the love to Riki right now, and he is in some trouble. They are like, Oracle is top, Riki is dead. Now tower going to likely be taken.
Surprisingly early rotation from Crystallize. Usually Naga Sirens like stay in their half of the map for the overwhelming majority of the first 20 minutes or so, but possibly feeling the need that she has to show up as a Glimpse gonna send out right back to the top lane. But against the Treant Protector, you really have to commit very, very heavily to these pushes. Once upon a time, Nature's Prophet was going to be good at it, being able to burn off the living armor, but not anymore.
Look at this. The Deso immediately given over to Aragon, and now Misha can just throw the Fate's Edict onto Roche, and Aragon could start taking it down. So soloing Roche while bottom lane, they're trying to pressure in and take down Immersion here. As the stun goes back and forth, they're going to get an Overgrowth out for the moment, trying to stay alive for all he's worth. The Maledict on him, as well as the Hurt and everything else, he is going to die. But you can see this opens up space for Spirit to pick out a Roche.
Yeah, and with no song, that's pretty much guaranteed. Freaking Urgot is level 15 right now, and he's just been power leveling the whole way through. Yeah, Desolator completed. He's gonna have the blink in probably just another 2 minutes. And I imagine Team Spirit were content giving up some early objectives, which really they only ended up giving him one tier 1 tower, which is pretty fantastic seeing though Tree and Protector ends up maxing out his Nature's Grasp. Only 1 point in the living armor as now they're finding Crystallize.
Yeah, so, and they pull him back in, and a couple quick right clicks, no song, he dies. That level 1 song takes forever. And he might have been able to escape, but he had a clarity on him, which revealed the real Naga Siren. And then they just ran him down. Man, 8-7, 3,000 gold lead with Roche taken. Team Spirit are rolling.
Yeah, I don't know how you keep the Naga Siren protected now. There's already tons of Radiant Vision, as well as this outpost control, as Magical will be able to get out, as the Oracle is not able to get the... yeah, with all these Observer wards in the northern jungle, Naga Siren is not going to be safe anywhere, especially BO3 Rush from Afterlife on the Batrider. He's just going to be constantly hunting her down.
Yeah, and you know the panel was saying that there were elements of this Navi draft that big part of that was, you know, predicated upon them being able to stay ahead, stay aggressive. Witch Doctor, Disruptor, heroes that want to be the ones on the front foot, and now having to react consistently, it's going to be up to probably the big team fight that you're going to need of like a song and then at Disruptor ulti afterwards. But whether or not they're going to be able to find that setup consistently is kind of another matter. We'll have to wait and see. Team Spirit looking good. Where do they need to go now? Like, I mean, is this just a farming Aegis at this point, pretty much?
It's basically like we're gonna stay on your half of the map, Aegis. If there's a fight, great, we'll probably win the fight. Otherwise, you are not allowed in this zone that we have immense amounts of vision. And once Urgon completes the Blink Dagger, which he basically has after this wave, then at that point, he doesn't even really need that much vision. He just needs to play with one other hero. He has 2 invisible heroes on his team, so he doesn't even need... Does Bricky go up front, or kind of gets spotted by a Sprout, but catch him for... The rest of Team Spirit's gonna just start pushing mid.
Oh, by the way, I saw the Ironwood tree picked up for Tree Protector. You always get the best items when you're one of these heroes.
Dire's middle
Can you imagine not getting this as tree? You get like...
You like legitimately have to like play a completely different game if you don't get the Ironwood tree.
Is under attack.
Yeah. Getting like an Iron Talon or... you know, Keen Optic or something. You just feel terrible.
God. Yeah.
I mean, those are good on other ones with the tree at least. Another round of items picked up. Imp Claw for the Batrider, so that is a very nice TA item.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Immediately picks it back up. That is going to be such a huge amount of damage.
Yeah, and Ricky's got a Dragon Skill armor of his own, so I'd say things are looking pretty good for Spirit, and you see how Navi have to just stay clumped the entire time. Crystallize is farming on the same half of the map as the rest of his team.
Afterlife, did he not see the Witch Doctor? What? Okay, he's just running through everybody. The Blade Mill is out from the Nature's Prophet, and he just died. They all, what?
Yeah.
Okay.
Not entirely sure what happened there. Now we're going.
Oh God!
Spotted.
Oh, silence. This is good. Imp Claw hit. No, they're all grouped up though. Illy simulated down. Buyback. I don't know if this is gonna be good enough. Magical fall back as well to try and get into this fight. They're gonna lose the TA at least once. Now, can they manage to bring her down again? Rooted for the moment. Pasha actually able to turn that stun back to the side, but Aragon just a jump in blow up of Pasha. So they burn through the Aegis. And they will, I mean, Magical needs to be careful here. Does not want to go down, but there was no chance for him to get out of there. Ow.
Yeah, no scroll and additional cooldown, definitely. Dramatic turnaround, but Spirit were kind of willing to give up that Aegis. It was going to time out in like 45 seconds anyway. At most, it kind of interrupted their top tier 2 push, which they did not end up finishing off, but I guess I kind of have to count Batrider dying as part of that, because Afterlife went in way earlier than the rest of his team there, but it does set up for a handful of kills. They do successfully get to use the Aegis, but you're seeing the potential for this team fight. The only problem is it's predicated on a relatively high
top
cooldown
tower is
ultimate,
under
but
attack.
Crystallize is doing well. It was level 12 Song of the Siren, so it's going to be up in just another 45 seconds. And at this point, Disruptor doesn't even need that much farm, which is lucky because, man, he's broke as hell right now. But if you have the song set up and you have maxed out Glimpse, then really you should be able to win a fight in the span of a 2-point kinetic field.
True enough. Yeah, and that's you know, something that going to become more pronounced once Crystallize gets more farm. I guess it's just that slowing down of the timing that Spirit are going to hit. They do find Crystallize yet again, but guess what? The rest of Team Spirit is here. They're running down Disruptor, going to kill him off. Now Afterlife again in trouble. Misha is able to turn it for the moment, throwing out that Fortune's End and now controlling the Naga Siren. Okay, the chance for a turnaround turns into their favor even further. Team Spirit to find 2 quick kills there. Afterlife a little bit of redemption as the TP magical. Oh, Misha, my man. Oh, that was nice.
I'm telling you, people are sleeping on allied Fortune's Ends. They're so useful. Being able to successfully cancel that, man, yet again. Poor Magical. I'm not used to seeing a Nature's Prophet look so vulnerable whenever he's on the enemy half of the map, but there's just an immense on the side of Team Spirit. So many heroes are capable of catching him with like minimal commitment, and I don't like. So he's going for a just profit, but I don't know. I feel like it's kind of going to the point that he's going to need to start dealing damage rather than trying to be utility oriented. As Root comes out on Draccio.
It's his bounty rune. Who cares about this static storm? I got my bounty rune. See ya. Oh no, he's rooted. Oh no, in some trouble. Jumps down to the low ground, still trying to live. Fate's Edict isn't going to be enough. The dodge away for the moment. Draccio trying to find a leg for himself. The silence, the runaway. Oh, he wanted the DD, but instead just jumps away from there. Draccio. No. And the Song of the Siren, it's only going to catch Misha. Oh my god, I can't believe that he got out. What a freaking baller. And the bounty rune.
Still around as if he wants to get a turnaround, but yeah, what, so did he deny the DD? Oh no, Crystallize ends up picking up the DD, but he did get one of the bounty runes. Basically baited out a Song of the Siren because that is not worth just an Oracle kill. Static Storm as well. Wow. This is why Ricky's on the come up. This hero it's like an Ember Spirit in carry form, or rather like safe lane carry. I guess that doesn't even count because Ember's played like that also. I don't know. It's an Ember Spirit with lower cooldowns, I guess.
Yeah. No, for sure. That's pretty awesome. Well, a 6,000 gold lead now, 13-11. Kill score not proving to be the big difference maker in this one. I think that these next couple minutes are going to be like pivotal though, right? Like it feels like if you lose one more fight on Navi, the game almost slips out of your hands. Granted, there's still always that catch-up element of like a Naga Siren Disruptor, but it's not like it used to be as far as the gold comeback. But meantime, jump in, great lasso from Afterlife, controlling Pasha, trying to find that kill. The run in is there, not able to get another Cloud off as it was still on cooldown, but now the root, the right click, trying to come through. Is it going to be enough? Jump in, not quite away. Pasha trying to escape, but the slow and steady burn down of the Bat Rider and the right clicks coming from the T are going to be enough, but Afterlife will lose his life afterwards. Draccio going to be healed back up afterwards. With that is the end of the aggression.
The next Roche is going to be critical. If Team Spirit are basically able to get it uncontested, which they can take it extremely quickly, then all of a sudden the fight becomes that much more difficult for Navi, because I would say that the team fight between the Song and Static Storm should be able to win most fights, at least until the Ricky gets a BKB, which he's getting close, and TA already has her BKB, but until both of them do, I don't think that they can confidently win every single team fight. But as soon as those come online, like, there's no way this is getting an Ags anytime. This Disruptor could sell everything and still just barely afford 2 components of an Aghanim Scepter. Right now, he's mainly focused on trying to stay alive, going for the Ghost Scepter. So this BKB timing on Spirit is going to be immense if they can take advantage of it.
It is a rough one right now.
Why can't you get like loans? You can't get like loan deferrals in Dota. Be like, listen, just give me the Ags now. I swear I'll give you, I don't know, The
Do you remember there was that
firstborn
item?
child.
Do you remember there was the item that gave you an Aghanims for like the next?
Yes.
Like,
oh
yeah,
man,
what was that item
the Tome
called?
of Aghanim.
Tome of Aghanim.
It was like
that
it was tier 1 or tier 2 also, which was crazy.
That was insane. Oh god, I wish. I want it back. Nah, probably not. That would be terrible. I would be so angry if like you get that on, I don't know, or something. But regardless, down bottom, Afterlife setting up for the kill that he is anticipating to come around. And one Naga Siren illusion, Crystallize is going to break his smoke in just a minute. Up on the top side, Immersion throws out the Nature's Grasp. NaVi be able to take control of this outpost.
I'll take that.
So grouped up. They have no idea where this Ricky is half the time. They have no idea where really any on Team Spirit are. This is such a slippery team. And if just one of them gets slightly out of position, there's so many ways to keep them out of position with the lasso, the overgrowth, the traps, and these clutch roots by Misha on the Fortune's End. So it's really irritating as a Naga Siren to have to like follow your team around, because it's almost like she's babysitting them, then they're babysitting her, because she's got Song, she'll be able to get out of most situations, but the rest of her team is not able to do it.
Interesting. She takes the meld dispels, which is pretty nifty. I like that.
Yeah, I think it's mainly for the disruptor. Well, that too, but I think it's mainly for the Thunderstrike so that she can take it off and not have to worry about staying in vision for the glimpse. But yeah, being able to purge off that disarm would definitely be very valuable.
Abby can just kind of sit there and look at him for the moment, although Trap goes down. Slayer barely there, going to be able to get that Ghost Scepter off. One or two. Oh, dead. Slow down on the Pasha. He runs away as well, and this, like it's going to tier 2 tower. Easily taken. Down bottom. Setting up for a kill, maybe. Urgent is here in the middle of all of them, has the overgrowth available. Over on the left-hand side is Afterlife, who's trying to TP in. They just go for the punch down onto Ilias. Crystallize going for the Song of the Siren. Is going to try and escape. Oh! That would have been nice.
That would have been nice. That would have been super nice. But the Fortune's End connected, but not quite. Oh, Tango. You've
got him.
Very careful in these situations. Yeah.
Nice jump in there from Duraccio to get the finish. Very well done.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Clock continues ticking. We'll see when Crystallize will finally be able to confidently take a full engagement head on. Afterlife.
He doesn't have Song.
I won.
Yeah, and then the silence onto the Witch Doctor, so they can't go for the turnaround play. The Hoof Stomp comes out, even helping out against killing Crystallize, and Witch Doctor Ultimate's gonna do some pretty good damage here, but in the end, 2 will die. Have a Titan Sliver down on the ground, so another item for Duraccio, and well, the time has come to pay the piper, NaVi, as Team Spirit are walking up to your high grounds, trying to take down first building and maybe even a Rax.
They have a repair kit, but against this Dragon Scale and Desolator, I don't think it's going to be able to do enough. Maybe some lucky disarms, but it's not going to be the case. There'll be 1 Rax claimed. Meld the spell? No.
Ben?
Oh. It's going to eat it.
Duraccio back in. He didn't actually use the tricks of the trade, so tank a little bit of damage there. And Nature's Prophet in the meantime. Get a hut of the creep wave. Afterlife trying to chase him.
Wow, I'm super surprised that they're backing off. Afterlife. It's blade. He just. Oh.
Hey, what?
That was a clumsy net. That was a clumsy net.
Oh my god, what?
That's the first time I saw it used. Okay. Wow. Oh, dude.
Wow.
This Ninja Prophet never gets to teleport.
Oh, it's so sad. Gets his TP canceled by 1, and Smoke Cloud silences out. Ugh. Jeez.
Not a fun game.
That's a amplifier picked up afterwards for Aragon now. Nice Ghost Scepters.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess that's pretty much it. It's just a really bullying
Pack it in,
item.
guys. We're done.
Yeah. Oh, lasso.
Oh no, not again. Caught. Nullifier. The silence. Crystallize. Save. No singing for you. Buyback coming from the Disruptor. They're controlling. Clumsy net kill. Pango is going to buy back. They buy back on the Naga. Everybody buying back in. They need the song. They need to find an opening, but the silence is there right from the start. If Naga isn't careful, she would go down too. They will lose Aragon.
Yeah, it was good timing. It was right after the Aegis timed out like 10 seconds ago, so, I mean, not bad. She's dead for 80 seconds. Streak goes the way of the Witch Doctor, which is not great. Also costs 3 buybacks, which is not great. Also, Naga Siren did not really get to participate in any of that, which is not great, but hey, you maintained Rex, and you bought yourself basically like a minute and a half of farms, so
that's great.
Every little bit counts. It's great. It's great.
That party's good at this. Yeah, definitely. And Clumsy Net now Afterlife also has the gem online, so the fact that they've always been like super oppressive with vision is now going to become even more so. Tree's got a blink dagger. Misha's got a blink dagger on the Oracle. Holy Toledo, that's crazy.
Yeah, Disruptor wishes a semblance of the farm that Radiant supports have right now. But also the Radiant supports are also more capable of farming. This is one of the reasons why Disruptor is just like a very, very difficult hero to play. Unlike most of the other supports that are popular right now, he is not good at that farm. Thunderstrike is not a great farming tool because you don't want to have to put levels in it early on. And the hero himself is just not good at finding like jungle neutrals or anything like that. So again, if Ilios does manage to make his way to an Aghanim Scepter, the game changes drastically.
Yeah, and I mean, I think that one of the big things that is sort of the reason that we haven't seen much comeback is because of that gold gain that you get from winning a fight. And I mean, that's still going to remain true, but I think that the caveat to that is that if you have the better team fight, you can win that fight over and over and over and over and over again. And Trap Drags will get you there. The unfortunate part is that he doesn't gold to get there. And, well, yeah, like you said, he's a little ways away. Little ways away.
It's just a little sad. In the meanwhile, the BKB, like that was only the 10-second BKB from the Ricky and the Templar assassin in that last fight, so they still got plenty of time to be relevant before that Aghanim Scepter does come online.
Macho also going to be going for next, so he is going to have that one very shortly. Man, it sucks to be a support in this game. That's all I can really say. It feels real bad. Waiting for the next Roche, so capable of respawning in 15 seconds. We'll see what the extended timer ends up looking like. Magical also can be a little bit annoying. Like, he doesn't feel like a mid hero right now. Blade Mail and the Heaven's Halberd and the Mail, but maybe give us some more time.
It's definitely geared towards more like the utility offlane style, which is why it's putting so much on the shoulders of the Naga Siren. Again, like I feel like she's the big piece of the rest of her team is actually the Witch Doctor. Yeah, that's gonna happen.
Doctor. Oh god, Nullifier is so strong right now. It's just like,
was it really that hard to kill supports in the first place? Like, why did it have to happen like this? Why did supports have to lose that little bit of relevance? I loved support player and then see a Nullifier on the enemy team because I'd be like, oh, okay, you know, at least I'm still useful. That's not going to be used on me. That's going to be used on my BKB carriers. But no, now, I mean, sometimes it is used on my BKB carriers because I can't force that from out. But man, it's very, very irritating. And Ricky's one of the heroes that you don't even need to like kind of justify it because of the dispelling ability. It's just the consistent slow with the blink strike and the tricks of the trade just make it worthwhile. It's just like a damage item and like a kiting item.
Yeah, well, and I think that thing you talk about with the four staffs too is particularly relevant here because, like, against a Ricky, that's one of the main counters. It's one of the ways that you deal with the stuff before BKB. And Naga's still not going to be getting a BKB for a while, I don't think. So she is fairly stacked up as far as damage goes. If Crystallize can just stay on a target, I feel like that target will die. The problem is that all these heroes are fairly elusive.
Right. It's and also. I don't really know who she should be focusing because they're so elusive. Like the Ricky's going to be able to get out of most situations. They don't have enough stun or disable to keep a Ricky still. And Templar Assassin with the meld the spells, like she'll be able to blink out, take off a Thunderstrike, and also be able to disappear. Now, third Roche, these have been some extremely quick Roche respawns. This one with the Aghanim Scepter, which you and I were seeing a handful of Templar Assassins just outright build the Scepter. I wonder who they're going to give it to.
I feel like you got to give it to Ricky in this game, who actually is going to pop his BKB and he just goes in. Dude, there's four heroes here. He just jumps onto Ilias. Poor Disruptor doesn't even get a chance to play Dota. And now NaVi trying to escape the jump in. Lasso on to Crystallize. Overgrowth afterwards. Trying to escape. Rooted. Controlled. BKB. It is not going to be able to keep him alive. Player trying to TP out of there. Gets finished off by Misha. And they're not even going to give us a chance to see who they take the Aghanim Scepter for. They're just going to run down mid lane and probably try and take tier 4 towers.
Yeah, you can already verify that half the team does not have buyback available because they all spent it on that last fight. Naga Siren out of control for another 2 minutes. Just gonna try to zone out Magical of his own base, and they're just gonna wrap up the game. There was a repair kit, and Disruptor has it in his backpack. He could put it on the ground. I don't think it matters, but
yeah, I mean, it would be something, but they don't even have Naga Siren song another 70 seconds. She managed to cast it in that last fight, even though it didn't do much. And, well, the Rolling Thunder jumped through. Witch Doctor Ultimate going to be taken away, and he is going to be pummeled down to dust and dead. And a repair kit, a Sprout onto the Ancient, anything at all possible if they can keep it alive, possibly. Maybe an overextension? No, Ricky decides to go back in, take down Ilias yet again, because he is a bully. Report this man. Bully Duraccio is magical, tries to keep alive the Ancient, but you cannot defend that which is already dead. And as soon as the Sprout goes down, it will be so. Nice fluid way of saying that this game is likely over.
Likely.
Silence comes out and GG's there.
I appreciate the optimism, but yeah, I mean, I clearly just did not respect Team Spirit enough because I did not think that they would be able to play this quickly and this, I mean, consistently. Usually teams that play this fast can get a bit reckless at times, and if you slip up, maybe